Hey guys, this is Tofu from Team UFL, and I'm going to be giving you a tutorial today on creatures. The first one would be what I call the head crab. Essentially, you are making a 5-finger stack, and you start off by basically touching your pinkies onto your thumbs, and then you stack the following fingers upon them, like so. What I like to do is I go in a circular motion outwards, make contact, and as I'm doing this, my wrists are turning downwards, away from me. The back of my palms are turning away from me. So, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And to make it easier, when you begin your stack, have them touch and align with each other so that you could easily stack and align the following fingers. So, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in doing so, you could basically make 2 stacks of lines. And with this, you could isolate those stacks and separate them or put them back together. From there, you would basically be able to isolate each finger and have a movement with each. So let's start off with our thumbs. You can isolate them by wiggling from one side to another, or doing both. Okay, and from there, you can start off with another 2. So I'm going to let out my index fingers. Wiggle from one side to the other. What I like to do is also just go from my thumbs, and as if I am remote controlling my indexes, I can stack them on top of the stacks. And you can alternate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. You can still have the same stacks you worked with. Okay? And with this creature, you don't have to just have your palms facing down. You can also separate them, face it towards the viewer like so. And you see how your 3 fingers are still stacked on each other? Basically, you can put them side to side like this to have a forward-facing head crab. And be creative. You could isolate each digit to give it more detail. And another one I've been playing with is doing the same thing. Stack them all. When I take it to the side, I can make it wiggle up and wiggle back together. Okay, so that's the head crab. See what you can do with that. It's hilariously fun with any kind of hyperstrobe or any kind of lights inside your palms. Anything to make it much more unique and give it more character. It's anything goes. Alright, so the next one is with the concept of what I call the Bat Rider. I saw this on the Dark Knight movie where Batman had his little flying, I don't know, motorcycle ship thing. So this is expanding on my triangle concept. So what you want to do is, you're going to cross your pinkies like so, touch your ring fingers together, and from here, touch your thumbs, and then stack your index fingers on top of the middles. So now you have this triangle 3-point looking concept right here. So what I do with this is you have 3 points of isolating your digits. So my thumbs, I can crisscross them, I can separate them, put them together, and with my indexes and my middles, I could do this sort of alternating stack. And you could play with it. You could just basically have the same concept, but move it from side to side, and it looks like it's moving on its own. Or you could do 1 stack at a time to trace the 3 points. turn it to the side, same thing. And what I like to do with this is you can also make it look like it's pivoting, where, okay, I'm going from side to side, right? But you can also press down your thumbs and make it as if it's pivoting up and down a plane. So here's an example. See the square I'm making with the triangle? Okay, so that's 3 points. So I went from doing the head crab with 2 points of manipulation to the bat rider with 3 points. So now we're going to add another one, 4 points of digit isolation. I just call this the cube. I don't know what to call it. So you're going to start off with the bat rider. So what you're going to do differently, you see how your pinkies are tucked inside? Now just have them out, down, put them down, outside, and touch them together. So now you have 4 points of manipulation. So thumbs, index, middles, and pinkies. Now it's up to you if you want to cross them. Normally when you have them back on, stacked on each other, it's a lot cleaner. But what you could do is you could just play with those planes. You could pivot up and down, manipulate left and right with these. Also you could crisscross them. And same idea with the bat rider, you could turn it, pivot through a plane, manipulate each digit. It's going to be a little difficult. Be sure to press down firmly on your ring finger to give it stability, because when you're going through all these corners you might lose grip with your gloves. So having one stable point will keep its form. And from here, from the cube, you could go, here's a transition. You could transition to one of the more common moves I'm starting to see now, where it's basically that manipulation where it's basically a focal point and you're going up, down, left, right. So same thing, you could play with that idea with both hands. So imagine a point right in the middle, right here. Okay, split, alternative, and you could also turn it, and you're still manipulating the same plane. You can put them together, go side to side, and what I would like to see more is a variation on that focal point. So you can move that focal point and have it over here, move that focal point and have it on the right, up and down. Again, make it look like it's alive. Climb around. And it doesn't always have to be facing each other. They could go under the other. And a little bit more detail is you already know you could do this, so why not put it in that variation? So have the focal point right here, up, down, turn it. Maybe you could, as you're turning, add a little detail to the turning to make it more obvious. And so yeah, that concludes my basic creature tutorial. I don't know what else to show you guys, but if you have more questions or want to see more or have any ideas to add on to the concept, let me know or show it to me, and maybe I'll make a part 2 of this tutorial. So yeah, thank you for watching. Tofu from UFL, and check out my lecture video right after this tutorial. Thank you. Bye.